express that and explore that is because of how uh, dangerous and how like harmful homophobia is within male communities, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you go out and kiss a guy, you might get fucking jumped, right? Like if you kiss a guy on the street. Now, this isn't to say it's
Yeah, because I know it gave you. I tell people when you go to these conventions, it gives you confirmation of how far you have grown in your career.
Yes.
And also, I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of the top talent that you haven't shot with say, "We seen your video."
Yes. I've had people who come up to me and make money off of it.
But see, the thing about it is, okay, let's just keep it 100. The girls nowadays don't give a fuck about the money; they want to go viral.
Well,
People
I mean,
want it.
people want to go.
So it's kind of like the girl. A lot of the girls that don't show their face with the feet, it ain't because they make more money with the feet. Back to where you're not doing the content how you're shooting content, but you're not shooting with everybody that got their mama. Now it done kind of the circle done closed up a little bit to make yourself. What's going on, gorgeous?
Hey, how are ya?
I am doing wonderful, and you're looking like a snack over there.
Well, I decided to go for the lady in red tonight,
Oh,
evidently.
yeah, I love that dress. I would have loved to shoot with you in that dress.
Actually, this is a gown.
Oh my
A very
God.
expensive one, might I add, but it's a gown.
Shit, that could go for like in a scene you wearing some heels and like a sexy evening dress almost.
Well, if I'd worn this to AVNs, I wouldn't have kicked off the red carpet, probably.
Oh my God, you would shut the red carpet down with that.
How are you?
So what's been going on? I ain't talked to you in a minute, gorgeous.
I know, and I can't remember why I had to I do remember why I had to reschedule. Because I decided at the last minute to go to Fetcon.
Yes.
And I was going to be driving down the same day that I was supposed to do your podcast, and I knew that I knew that I'd be exhausted by the time we had driven 6 or 7 hours. So thank you for letting me reschedule.
Oh,
But
no,
I have been going to I've gone to FetCon. I think since I talked to you, I was at XBiz, and I just got finished. My best girlfriends just spent the weekend with us at our house, and their significant others. And today is recovery day. So when I was sitting here for 30 minutes last night, thinking that we had a podcast scheduled, it's probably a good thing that I didn't do that podcast, because I might have fallen
yeah,
asleep.
because everything that you listed that y'all did that day, I was surprised you even had time to hit me up about the podcast.
Well, I was sitting here in my little swivel chair, and I was dozing off the entire time. So thanks for.
Now, what all did y'all do? Because like when you get with your girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all be shooting majority of the time?
Well, we spent 3 nights in a row doing chatterbaits that were probably about an hour long, and then we did probably about an hour long ticket show. And so I'm going to steal one of them's term. I did a whole lot of squats. She calls them cock squats, but.
Oh God. So what y'all doing? Y'all was reverse cowgirl riding on the dildo?
No, our husbands and boyfriends and stuff were with us as well. So you normally get more traffic and more tips when you have guys in there.
See, interesting you said that, because I hear girls sit there and scream, "My fans don't want to see me with a dude. My fans don't want to see me with a dude." But with you, your fans want to see you with a dude.
Well, actually, my fans love seeing me with my husband, and my reels that are with my husband, man, they have been like crazy. So I got to get on the ball with some of those again. But some people don't want to see you with a guy. Some people do. So, you can't please them all, is what I've discovered.
Oh no.
So you might as well
You just
please
gotta please
yourself.
enough of them. Just gotta please enough of them. So basically what y'all were doing was fucking, was y'all switching with each other's husbands? Were y'all couple swapping, or y'all was fucking y'all husbands in front of the camera?
Well, we did everything you could think of, but I'm not a full swap by any means, and so I was fucking my husband, and occasionally playing with the other guys whenever we got tipped enough.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So if they wanted to see you with another dick, they had to tip.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that shit ain't for free.
So if I was in the room, I'd be like, please tip. Please tip. So I can get picked. No disrespect to the husband, but yeah, shit. Oh
Well,
my
we had a
God.
good time with it, and my chatterbait's nowhere near. I don't do it often enough, and we had so much fun. I'm going to have to do it more often. But I got to tell you, you know, I'm pretty good. My fitness level's pretty good,
Yeah.
especially considering I'm older. And let me tell you, by the time Sunday rolled around and we'd done 3 nights in a row of chatterbaits, and they were 2 and 3 hours long altogether. My legs were shaking when I got out of bed yesterday and this morning,
I
to be
can
quite
believe it
honest.
because especially if y'all was fucking on Chatterbait,
Mm-hmm.
fucking the men, dildo, probably no telling what y'all doing to each other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you was sore.
Well, I actually, I can't sit still when I get that kind of. I feed off of energy, and I feed off of other people, and I feed off of the environment, and so I may be the oldest chick in the room, but I would venture to say that I'm at least as energetic as the other two were. So I would also venture to say I was probably even more a little bit more, but I
You
don't
probably
know.
freakier than them too.
Pardon?
You probably freakier than them too.
I don't know about that. No, I wouldn't say that, but no. I mean, there's a reason that all six of us are best friends, in my opinion,
Oh
and
God.
it just meant the world to me that they wanted to come spend the weekend at our house. And we took them out on the boat, took them out to our favorite restaurant and stuff, and we just had a great time.
Oh my God, it definitely did. So let me go ahead and speak to my smokers. What's going on, smokers? It's that time of the week, baby. You know what it is. It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Let's go through the sponsors. First up, RossismMagazine.com. Next up, BlushErotica.com. After that, we have Pass That Apparel. Find them in T Public, great t-shirts. Pass That Inhalation Partners. Go look it up. Also, I got the best kind of smoke for you, smokekind.com, the king of TCH. Please use my referral link to get nice sales and discounts on their products, and it's mailed to your front door. And last but not least, Sarah J. CBD Pain and Self-Care line. Please go to sarahjcbd.com. Use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off your order for Sarah J CBD. So remember, use promo code BOBBIE to get 10%. Also, you can find me in the mornings at fullswapradio.com 5 days out of the week, as well as get that out of my mouth. No, I didn't eat. I haven't ate pussy yet. It's been a minute. Like I said, SGPradio.com as well as SkyHoAvatarTV.com. So y'all have seen her on the Smokers Lounge. And if you are a subscriber to the Premium Smoke Room, you enjoyed seeing her get naked and talk real dirty in the Premium Smoke Room. Now, I know y'all looking and saying, damn it, I wish this was a Premium Smoke Room because look at her in that outfit, but it's not. So, with that being said, I'd like to welcome back the sexy, the gorgeous, the hot pog, MILF, hot wife, swinger, porn star, everything above that I didn't even fucking name, the lady that's always and we love watching her misbehaving. Miss Behavin, say hello.
Well, hello, and thank you so much for having me again on your podcast.
It's an honor when I get to look at her again and get to talk to her again. So it's a plus for me.
is that
So
is that your excuse for having women on your podcast?
but I make an excuse. I'm like, I can't fuck y'all anymore 'cause I'm retired, but I can fuck with your mind. So it's just as good.
Hey, sometimes
Hey,
that's the best kind,
you ain't lying. So for you, how often do you do those type shoots for the because this was actually for the webcam, not
Oh, for
necessarily
the
content and
chatterbait?
so forth. Yeah, the chatterbait. This is for the
Well,
webcam.
as I mentioned, I have got to get my chatterbait up and going, so that I do it more often and more consistently because, in 3 days, I was quite pleased with the little chunk of change that we made. So I have not been doing that regularly,
Mm.
and I have got to
Well,
because
sure. I
that.
mean, when you think about it, unlike the other ladies on Chatterbait, you gave them an actual show. You feel me? You had other
Oh,
models,
absolutely. I don't know what the
guys,
other
y'all
girls
was
on
fucking.
Chatterbait do, but oh no, they got a show.
Yeah, because a lot of other girls, they just at best they using toys
Hmm.
or they're fucking somebody on camera, but actually more so using toys, what have you. So for you, one, do you like using toys, and do you prefer to do your chatterbait with a real dick
Well,
versus, you know what I'm saying? It was just like because the people was in town, but nine
I
times
have
that
to
two solo.
say, if you were to see my toy collection, you you would laugh because I have like a 4 drawer rolling cart that has every toy and implement you could think of in it. And every time we go to Secret Hideaway to play in the dungeon, it
Mhm.
gets packed in the truck with us. And when we go to the dungeon to play there, we're wheeling with us a rolling cart that's the size of a piece of luggage.
So I
So
mean, when the
yes,
people
I
in
do
Secret
like
Hideaway,
toys.
so the people in Secret Hideaway see you walking with that cart, they know a show about to happen.
Oh, yes, they do, especially those that know us and recognize us and things. Because normally, what I try to do when I can is make a post on Secret's Facebook page that we're heading to the dungeon. And I don't know if anybody ever sees it in time to actually show up to come watch, but sometimes we have a packed room in there, and a lot of times, there to play or to do a scene or whatever. I don't want to use the term play for the dungeon, but they
Yeah,
get there to do a scene, and we're switches. So our
yeah.
scenes, like, I'll spend 45 minutes on my husband just to get me warmed up because
Mhm.
I have a lot of sexual energy and I just have to get some of it out before I can even settle down to be handcuffed and blindfolded. So,
Mhm.
and then he does at least another 45-minute scene on me. So we're in there for a long time, but we have
Yeah, that's two
couples.
hours.
Yeah. And then we finish up in the playroom. So there
I, I,
are,
I can see why 2 hours of y'all doing BDSM shit, tying each other up.
mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna want to fuck each other. And get,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because at that point, I've teased my poor husband. He's not going to last very much longer.
so now, when it comes to chatterbait shows, what have you, when do you do them solo, or do you really wait till when you have people or when you and the husband, you know?
Well, I do both because it's just as important to get followers and to get your platform links out there. And, Chatterbait lets you advertise your OnlyFans link and things like that. And
Wow.
so it's just as important to get followers. If nothing else, at least to get subs to your free
Yeah,
page.
because this is my thing, right? Do ladies do the solos not to necessarily make money, but to do what you just said to bring in followers?
Absolutely.
Because it seems like
Absolutely.
the game now is you have to build the following before you can get the subscribers.
And you are absolutely right. When I first started my OF page, I got paying subscribers pretty fast, and but since that first year, it's a struggle to keep them. And I totally get it. Guys come and go, and they find someone else that they want to subscribe to, and then sometimes they come back. So yes, I do solo chatterbaits as well, even though again I haven't been consistent with them. But
Mhm.
yeah, girls, content creators, definitely, they will do live streams, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, or other platforms like Chatterbait, just to get exposure to your other links. And sometimes you get on Chatterbait and it's not even about getting tips. Sometimes I don't even run my tip menu. And
Mhm.
so it's really just more about chatting and letting them see a different side of you than just the sexy part.
Yeah,
So I
because the question I was asking anybody to do webcamming, how many times do you be on there a day?
oh, on a in a
And-
day, uh prob
wait. We're not like okay, not just an hour. I know some girls they go 12 hours. I know that for a
oh
fact. But what I mean is, how many of them days that you on there, 7 days a week, that you're generating a shitload of money,
oh
and or days where it's just really it's more of how can I put this? You entertain the masses to draw them in. You get where I'm coming
well
from?
Well, you kind of have to do both, and so I'm sure there are girls that spend their entire day on ChatterBait, and if I were to guess, they probably make a big chunk of change, to be quite honest. But you know, I look at it like a somewhat like a stock portfolio, even though I am not a financial person. But it's kind of like a stock portfolio. You got to keep yourself diversified. So you want to try to get exposure in as many different places as you can to, get followers or subscribers to your platforms. So
Yeah, 'cause it's no different than like with me if I do a my podcast episodes. Not
right.
every podcast episode is going to get a shitload of views. There'll be some episodes that do, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Hmm.
the point of consistency because, especially if the fans are used to you, let's say you go on cam every day at 5. You'd be surprised how many times you didn't go that one time at 5 and it fucked their heads up.
I know, and Uh, and I've been struggling a little bit with some, technical issues with audio and things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use that as an excuse to get a new phone, but or new something. I don't know, but I haven't broke my phone enough yet to
Uh,
replace it.
oh. So you like me, it's like I have a phone within like 2 weeks, it'd be brand new. 2 weeks, I done dropped it and cracked the screen.
Well, actually, no. I have, knock on wood, wherever it is. I haven't cracked a screen in a long time.
Lucky
Um,
you, god dang it.
well, the important thing for me is that I always have a way to hold on to my phone that is,
Yeah.
where I can just hook a finger around it. So I have those cases that have a fold out pop socket that you can, just grab and go, and
Mhm.
and then I put these screen protectors on it that keep prevent it. So I've been pretty lucky, but my problem is, I have so many pictures and videos and reels and things on my phone that I run out of memory, or I run out of space on my device to store them. So and that makes everything run more slowly. So I've
Yeah.
had a few technical issues lately, but I'm hopefully addressing those.
That's the one thing. Is like, I'm sorry, I'll be to laugh at the phone users, but that's why I laugh about the people that film with their phone. Y'all do like y'all don't got a shitload of memory. This ain't a
Well,
laptop. They don't have no. And you would think by now they would have made a hard drive, a standalone hard drive that could tap into a phone.
I would, if there is there one? Because I've been about to search on that to see if there is
Now,
one
I
because
haven't seen one. It all the external hard drive is for computers or even tablets, but not a phone,
mm,
which is funny. Which means you
hmm.
got to, if you want to dump your phone, you got to dump it to your computer, then dump it to the hard drive.
Oh man, I'm not doing that because I probably don't have enough space on my
And then of
computer to
course, when
dump
they
them
got with
to.
the Google Drive and all these clouds, but after a while, you fill that up, and then now I got to pay to get extra
You know,
storage.
I pay numerous storage sites because I'm really bad about going through my phone and deleting things I think that I don't need anymore. And I'll the next day or the next week I need them. And now not only have I deleted them, but I've gone into my delete folder to permanently erase them and I can't get them back.
See, people, it is better to use your laptop. That
Yeah,
is what you learned today.
but
I ain't
it's
even got
not
to the end of the show.
but it's not as convenient as a phone.
Yeah. No, I get that when it comes to filming and stuff like that. But it just, to me, it's like, just even on the storage tip.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? You know
It's
what I'm saying? And in my opinion, a lot of the better programs for editing. Because don't get twisted, the editing software that people use is made for the cell phone. But
right,
like when you talk about uh what is it? Dreamweaver, Adobe Dreamweaver,
right,
uh Magix Pro, those laptop, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Where you can
Yeah, you can't run
like
Dreamweaver
shit.
on a cell
You know
phone.
what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I done dumped something from the phone. The shit was upside down, so I had to find a program to turn the bitch right. That's what I'm saying, right?
I hear you. I hear you. I wish there was something that I could just click one time and then leave it overnight, go to bed, and wake
Yeah.
up in the morning. There's just a copy of every single thing that's on my phone.
See,
So,
I hope that many of you people that are technically advanced is watching this show get to work. So we can make money with this sex work some more. So now, so now let's talk about Fetcon. You went to Fetcon
hmm
as well as
actually,
XB.
let me clarify. I didn't actually go to the convention. I
Okay,
got
you was in
invited
the
to
area.
I got invited to a content house where everybody else there was going to the convention, but this year I chose not to go. It was a little bit on the smaller side last year, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to wait until someone said that perhaps after COVID it kind of got it slowed down a little bit as far as attendees or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and so I chose not to actually go to the convention this year.
But
But
I ain't gonna front the way they be. Let's keep it 100. The way they book these conventions is hard
it is
because what was just before FetCon that just passed?
XBiz.
XBiz at Miami, right?
Yes.
And that was what, a month before.
Yeah. Well, I have had a really busy travel schedule this summer because um, starting in May was, of course, XBiz. And in June, though, I took a really cool trip with a group of us couples. We went on an RV trip to Alaska. And let me tell you, we had a blast. But as soon as I got back from that, it's time to go to Secrets, and then it's time to go to FetCon, and then it's like I am a good bit ADD, and I have to. I like to have a whole lot going on, or else I tend to get bored and get in trouble, get myself in trouble. And
Mm.
so it's not like I'm complaining or anything. And I feel, really blessed that I have the opportunity to do that. But I got to tell you, sometimes mama got to go to bed at 8 just to rest up.
Oh no, trust me, I don't want to talk about my lack of sleeping habits.
um, I hear you. But,
Good
and
night.
sometimes when we get back from these events or we get back from, especially when we go to Secrets, um, the first day, sometimes 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
I'm binge watching, something on Netflix. And I'm falling asleep, back asleep, and then I have to rewatch it because I fell asleep. So it's like
I know the feeling.
a vicious cycle, so to speak, but it's my cycle. So
Oh no, because people don't realize when we get to our age, a nap is our sleep is a nap. Because it's funny as fuck because I go to sleep at 11,
hmm
12, even 9. I wake up at 2 o'clock
yeah,
and have a hard time going back to sleep every night.
yep.
Off of melatonin. I was
Hey,
like,
hey, I got some good gummies I could recommend for you.
mm. See, if the going to sleep ain't the problem, to staying to sleep, people. That's how I know I'm getting
That's
old.
it. That is it. Yes.
I know I'm
That
getting
is
old.
definitely it because it never fails that I'm up in the middle of the night, can't sleep, can't get back to sleep. So I end up on the couch, binge watching shit again, you know. So I don't know. And it's not next weekend, but we're gonna be going back to Secrets for Labor Day
Yeah,
weekend.
I
And
saw that and stuff.
yeah.
So now I'm gonna ask you this: with Secret, how can I put this? Is this something that you do in coordination with them, or this is something y'all do on your own accord? Before, like y'all going to have fun and y'all just schedule it that way, Because it seemed like you're a regular attraction.
Well, I don't know if I'm a regular attraction, but we own our condo there. And
Okay.
it's within driving distance. But not only that, it's our favorite. We've gone to lots of different lifestyle clubs. We've gone to, Jamaica and Mexico, to various different resorts that are lifestyle resorts and things like that. And of course, all those are more expensive and require a plane ticket. But for us, we can drive to Secrets Hideaway, and it's our favorite place to go. We're pretty spoiled there, It's our happy place for us.
Well, now interested they say this because I done had her on here twice. We about to have a real conversation real quick. Can we have a real conversation?
We can have a real conversation.
Now, the conversations that I've been hearing has been about traditional marriages. For some reason, that came up recently at the time of these recordings. And you and your husband, of course, are swingers. And we all talked about swingers and what have you. But what people don't, what do you think when it comes to swinging? And I start here because it just helps shape the conversation.
Okay, because I
That
was about to say that's pretty vague question.
what is it that when you talk to people, vanillas,
hmm
they don't get about the lifestyle? Because to me, when I sit here and hear social media, when I sit here and hear these podcasts, I think the one thing they don't get is that a lot of y'all in the swinger culture was already married before y'all got in the swinger culture.
Oh yeah, there. People. Here's what I think. I think that when people, first of all, we don't really classify ourselves as swingers, which I know that it's just mincing words, to be quite honest. But
But y'all marriage is not traditional to the sense of
not
what traditional
traditional.
marriage
That's
is.
yes. We consider ourselves lifestylers. We consider ourselves exhibitionists, uh, and things like that. You know, but when people think that you're a lifestyler or hear that you're a lifestyler or a swinger, whatever term you want to use for it, um, in my opinion, they automatically start thinking or judging that you're cheaters. And what they don't realize is that if, you know, it's easy to judge when you're ignorant about something. It's really easy. And but sometimes all you got to do is give something a try, and if nothing else, it opens your eyes to not being so judgmental, or at least not being so judgy out of ignorance. So
But I'm sorry, that is the most ignorant thing that a person could say to you
I
or
agree.
me.
I
That
totally agree.
what you're doing is cheating.
I
How's it
totally
cheating if
agree.
I know and encourage it?
Here's the thing: most people have no idea that club, a lifestyle style place, or you become a swinger and go to house parties, whatever it is that floats your boat, they don't realize that it's less about the sex and more about consent, um, understanding your sexual self and being able to communicate that, and being able to, I think, most people that think that it's not a good thing, and it's not a great thing for everybody. I'll be the first to say that. And there's lots of couples that have ended up apart after they've experienced it, I'm assuming. But I think they automatically assume that you're doing it to fix something that's wrong in your marriage. And I would venture to disagree, because in our experience, and most of the people that I talk with about this, in our experience, it's brought us much more closer. It's allowed us to communicate in a much more intimate way and a much more honest way than we've ever been able to do. It has strengthened our marriage. And I just wish that people, before they judge, would understand that it's about consent, and it's about building relationships, and it's about putting your relationship first with the understanding that
So I'm
you
gonna ask you this then.
Mhm.
Why do people, because I know you heard this, you was bored.
Are you
And you was
are you
bored
saying
with
that
him.
I was bored?
Yeah, yeah, I know you done heard people sit there and say that women
Oh
that
yeah.
yeah, they were bored with the sex with their husband.
And that's never
They're
the reason to do it.
you know what I'm saying? Or they say that's part of the reason why women do it.
Mhm.
Please explain to people why it's when a lot of, let's keep it 100. If I had to give a percentage,
Yeah.
75 of the relationships in my lifestyle are successful. Meaning that they
I would agree.
25, go ahead.
I would agree. I would definitely
Yeah,
agree.
25 might end a divorce and breakup. But we have, if you look it up, y'all can go look it up. Google, y'all Google every motherfucking thing because y'all don't believe in reading no more.
Okay, I'm gonna get my other phone, Google it.
Yeah. Statistically, swingers have a lower divorce rate. But yet, there are people in their bedroom. You feel what I'm coming from?
Right?
So, with that being said, because just like what you were saying about the conversation with you and your husband, why would people think that the reason why I decided I want to fuck somebody else is because I'm bored? I want to go to, because let's make this clear. Y'all don't couple swap as much. It's
We don't
more,
Yes, we're not a full swap couple.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
who does the swap if there's a swap?
Well, but neither one of us actually have sexual intercourse.
Okay. With
Uh
anybody outside of your marriage.
Correct.
Okay
But
then.
that's
So
because we've chosen that as our boundary for the time being. It may change, it may not. And but the other thing that for us is that testing is so important. STD
yeah.
testing is so important. And I'm not sure we realized that before I became a creator.
Mhm.
And, you know, most people will be sitting here saying, well, it's not rocket science. And you're right, it's not. But for us, we don't play with people unless we have seen a current blood STD test
Mhm. Oh no,
that
that's
matches.
understandable because especially now that you do porn and you
Hmm.
becoming a big name, yeah, you better have a test.
Yeah. And so here's, I very rarely have I been in the presence of, people that I know are full swap couples.
Mhm.
And have I ever heard conversations about blood work and blood tests and things like that? Now, the people that we're really close to, I know that that's part of their protocol.
Uh-huh.
But, there are people that, just meet someone and never see them again. And, I mean, it's happened with us as well. And, we've handled it, and
Yeah.
things like that. But I just wish that people would realize before they judge that it's about communication, that it's about your relationship with your significant other, assuming that you have one, and it's about building trust and a bond that that you can't break, because
Mm-hmm.
until the past, I don't know, 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
I never shared my fantasies with my husband with the kind of brutal honesty that we
Bingo.
both do at this point in our relationship. And we've been married for
And that's
22
interesting.
years.
Let's talk about it, because how many vanilla couples really talk about their actual fantasies, their
I would,
actual sexual fantasies?
well, here's the thing. I think there's quite a few that probably talk about them, but are not openly and completely and brutally honest with their partner. And
She
I
said
have
a
to tell
lot,
you,
but
but
not without saying much.
pardon?
You said a lot without saying much, but go ahead.
Well, I can tell you from my experience that there were some fantasies that I really didn't know I had until one day I wake up and I felt like I had them, and so it started out with, honey, let's go to this resort so we can fuck in public, and it was just such a pleasant surprise to see so many married couples that had been married 15, 20 years plus and
Mm-hmm.
still going strong. My husband and I, our marriage is certainly not perfect by any means, by any definition of the word perfect, but it's perfect for us. And we communicate more than we ever have. And it's not just sharing and being honest about your fantasies, because we have both opened up and been honest about things that we had never told each other that had nothing to do with sex, really,
Mm-hmm.
or nothing to do with our fantasies. For example, uh, this is one thing I finally fessed up to my husband, and it's not that I was purposely keeping it from him, but I was also not telling him either. But when I was in college and graduate school, um, I back then Playgirl would do these mail reviews, and they'd travel all around. Maybe they're still doing them, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody, I was going through a divorce at the time, and somebody said, hey, you want to go to this show with us, here's the ticket, blah blah blah, and they had a VIP ticket and I got it for free, and all these things. And the dancers were hot, they were talented, and it was, it wasn't a strip show, so to speak. It was a very sexy dance review, in my opinion. But I
Did
will
a
say
dick
I
go in
did.
your mouth? Did a dick go in your mouth?
Well, not at the show, no.
Oh, she said later
however,
though, but
however, let's just say that I didn't make it home until the next day, and I ended up, um, spending the night with one of the strippers. So, but that was something, I'm even blushing talking about it, and I don't even know why, but it was
yeah,
something. Pardon
I'm
me.
gonna say this: women at the strip club is a different beast than men at strip clubs, because y'all are way more wilder than us. I don't give a fuck. I done seen y'all in action. I done been in a male review. Y'all think we throw money? And they,
Well, I actually have to tell you that this one, and you got to realize this was, and I'm not going to tell you how many years ago it was, but it was a long time ago.
you said
Because I
Playboy,
was,
I already know.
pardon?
You
You
said
already
Playboy,
know?
I
It
already
was a
know.
very long time ago. And it, yeah, in my opinion, it was a time when you didn't have male review shows like you do now. And you didn't have these bachelorette parties that had a male stripper and things like that. Things like that just, I don't know. It was a little different than it is now. And so this, show that I went to, I mean, you couldn't touch them. So no, I didn't have a dick in my mouth. So
That made you want more. But like,
but but that's just an example of something, and there really wasn't a reason why I wasn't telling my husband, but I just hadn't. And so I don't know, I think it was just last year I was like, I don't know if I've ever told you this, honey, but, and then I shared the story, and now it was something he could laugh about. But before we
yeah.
were in the lifestyle, it might not have been something he could laugh about. It might have
Because
been something he chose to
it's
judge
like
me
this.
for.
Why do women, when they have a what they consider a slut out moment, they're embarrassed by it? It's you had a moment where you got your fuck on, you indulge your sex, you indulge
Yeah,
the lust. You feel where I'm coming from? It's
I
human
hear you.
fucking nature.
Yes. Uh, and I would agree with you in that, especially there was definitely a time in my life where, there's certain things you just don't talk about. And I obviously don't feel that way now.
Uh-huh.
I'm obviously very open now, and I finally have discovered my sexual self. But there was a time when that wasn't the case, and there was a time when, and it's still the case to some extent, that women are judged maybe even more harshly than men are in this industry.
No, they are judged more harshly.
Yeah.
It's not a maybe, y'all are. I ain't gonna play
Well,
that.
I didn't want to throw out accusations, so I just threw in the maybe. But
No, because even to the point where, and I always said this, right? Now, for the religious Bible thumpers, you and your husband is married. Now, last I checked, everything supposed to be under guise of us being married under God, right?
right.
So if her husband choose to go swing, fuck in front of people, even add a third or do porn, ain't that under the rules because they're married? And why are you judging? It's like that. It's like I was watching this video. We're talking about how independent thought is leaving the building. You know what I'm saying? Everything is hive mind. And I said, and thought about. I said, people don't know how many Christian swingers they are. People, Bible thumpers, that go to the Hinduism.
Well, although religion is never anything that gets discussed out at these places for us in our experience, there's several topics we never, ever, ever discuss, mainly just two, and that's religion and politics. So,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there that you are exactly right. And the thing is that you kind of have to change your mindset about what sex represents for you and your relationship, and you have to
Yeah.
understand that yes, it's a very intimate moment between you and your spouse, but and it's out of love and attraction for each other. But
Mm-hmm.
sex is also a physical action. you know Sex is, for some people, it's just fun. and
Mm-hmm.
and people are very judgmental about having sex, quote, for fun.
Yeah.
And you know in my opinion, and we're all part of the animal kingdom, and humans are the only animals that I know of, with the exception of a couple of species of birds maybe, or
Yeah.
something, but they mate for life.
Yeah.
And they don't have sexual relations outside of their relationship with their partner.
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't believe that love is really has anything to do with sex, and it really is a whole mindset shift that's happening in the lifestyle realm, in my opinion. And people are realizing that you can be physically attracted to other people. You can even act on that as long as it's discussed, agreed upon, and communicated with you and the person that should be the most important person in your life, which in my case is my husband.
Yeah.
And if that's not the case, then I would highly recommend that you don't even attempt to become a lifestyler.
But see,
So
but see, but see, the key thing is you said it earlier in her monologue, which I love. Your relationship got to a point where you relationships had to get to a point where it's beyond jealousy, it's beyond certain things.
Right.
Because to the point that the things that another person we worried about if their mate went and been with somebody else don't even cross your mind.
Right.
It brushes off of you like water. You get where I'm coming from?
Right.
And because what people don't want to admit, and let's keep it real, y'all don't know if you really have your woman's or husband's heart and mind. Yeah, you got their body because you're with them,
Right.
but you don't really trust their mind and their heart. That's
Mm-hmm.
how that's just my thoughts.
Right. Well, I think the word trust in that statement is not necessarily the right word, in my opinion, for me
Okay,
and
then
for our
I could be
relationship.
wrong.
I think I just think that I may not always know what's going on in my husband's mind. I may not always know what he's feeling in his heart, but without fail,
Mm-hmm.
I always know that I am the most important person in his life, and that he would lay down his life for me, but out of love for me and our
Mm-hmm.
relationship. And so it's not really that I don't wouldn't trust his mind or his heart, or vice versa, but in my opinion, being in the lifestyle for us has
Yeah.
built that trust that was already strong to something that I never knew how strong it could be. And for couples that don't already have that solid foundation, I would, recommend that they get that foundation first
Mm-hmm.
before they try to venture out into something that they think they want to try, but they haven't fully, talked about it with their spouse or their partner.
Yeah, because for men especially, not women, it's more pressure on us because the way that we are taught is you look weak if another man holler at your woman. You look weak if another man fuck your woman. You look weak if your woman is with another man.
Right.
Or if she's with another man, she don't want to be with you. You inadequate.
Right,
Dick wise.
because you're not doing something right. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand where that,
Yeah.
but at the same token,
Mm.
I think that I think there's you could probably say that by about a lot of women as well, that they feel
Mm.
like, if their man is intimate with another woman, that it's a poor reflection on them, that they're
Mm.
not keeping their husband happy enough and things like that. But I would agree with you that it is really more of a traditional male, persona, that nobody else is going to touch your woman kind of thing.
Mm.
I totally get that.
But
But
no, but you want to hear my theory though? This is theory. This theory.
uh-huh.
It ain't because of the woman we worried about. It's the dude.
I don't know
Now,
quite what
hear
you
me out.
mean.
Because I done
Okay.
heard this. I done had this conversation and heard this in conversation with too many men. Okay. One, 9 times out of 10, the woman cheat, he gonna ask about, do he have a bigger dick than me? That's 9 times out of 10, one first question. Two, the other part, the dude that fucked you, is he gonna respect me now that he done fucked you? And that is like some of the arguments. Yes, it sounds stupid as shit. But I mean, no, this is what some of the men in the world think. I be barbershop. This is barbershop shit, people.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know your husband done heard it a couple times, like, yeah, my dad done said that dumb ass shit before. Yeah, it is right. You know where I'm coming from?
Well, it's funny that you say that the first thing out of your mouth in that part of the conversation was about, is his dick bigger than mine, or does he fuck better than I do? I
Yeah.
mean, those are I hate those questions, because we were talking about chatterbaits a few
Yeah.
minutes ago, and it never fails. especially this weekend, every single chatterbait we did was there was three guys that were, there's three women, three guys.
Yeah.
And every single chatterbait, the question about age came up, the question about who has the biggest dick came up, and the question came up about who's fucked the most men or who's fucked the most other women. And I'm sorry, when they ask me how old I am, for example, I'll say I'm a number and that's not important. you know, I'm a healthy, vibrant MILF. That's exactly what I am. And if age is that important to you, then you probably don't need to be on my page. If who has the biggest dick is important to you, that that's irrelevant. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? I don't know. Those are just,
Yeah.
because sometimes I turn it on
Think
them and
about
I
it. Hold,
say,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Now, we have so much homophobia, right?
yes.
Amongst the men. Think about what she just said. Is that as homo as it gets?
I
You're
don't know.
asking this woman. There's three
Uh-huh.
women there. You
Yep.
asking them, okay, who has the bigger dick?
I know. It's but it comes up every single time. Every single
And these are
time.
straight men. Let's make
Mm-hmm.
this clear. This is not gay.
Yes.
Straight.
Yes. Yes. And sometimes I kind of turned around on them and I'll say, would you ask me how much I weigh? And they're like, oh, hell no, you never ask a woman that. And then stop asking me my fucking age. And it's not that I care that people know my age, but if that's you have this moment to ask me a question and that's your question, you might want to move on.
But you know what that means? That means that she don't look nothing of her age.
well, well,
That's why, cause let's keep it 100. I keep saying this. The game and the world has gotten older. So even with the girls in their 20s, they look, don't get it twisted, they look good, but
mm-hmm.
they look older. Because it's the world want the MILF. They want the hot wife. It's like when the hot wife became a culturally irrelevant term, that tells you where the game is at.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right about that. I definitely know that I have a whole lot of 20-something-year-olds on my pages and they really like MILFs. So, um, for some people, age is a bad thing. And I have to tell you, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the age range that I'm in now has been the most fun and happiest time of my entire life.
No, but see, nah, I can't say that about. Well, you personally, they wouldn't say that about because you are married, you got a man, so everything that. But they say women, especially single women, to a certain extent, that hit your age bracket, they say they over the hill, they're past their prime. When
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm one of the guys that say that's the exact opposite. They're more in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because let's be honest, some of these some of these women can have babies at 40. That ain't the point. Why they want to base it off of babies, not sexual awakening, sexual knowledge of self? You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm coming from?
I hear you.
Because let's be honest, some females look better in their 40s than they did in their 20s.
I do. I'm one of them. I'm definitely one of them. And I all I can say, and I'm not in my 40s either. But I feel like I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm happier. I feel like I've got more energy. And I feel like I look better. Of course, I've had little tweaks here and there. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of us have. But I don't ever try to tweak so that I don't retain my more natural, looks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, because the thing about it is, it goes back to the world don't want the cosmetic woman; they want a real woman now.
Right.
Period. That's the reason why. Because I tell people, I say, just look at pop culture TV. All your TV shows, the women are over there in their 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
That are the leads of the shows and what the
Right.
shows is about,
Yep.
housewives and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So, and even more so with that, like I said again, it's like just like I was watching these podcasts, and they always had these OnlyFans girls up there, and every last one of them I can tell is probably young. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't want to put an older woman up there that got her shit together discussing this.
Well, I can tell you, I talked with one agent, and I told him my age,
Yeah,
my height, weight, all those things. I sent him some pictures. He kind of shopped them around, and even the studios that he contacted that film, more like MILF content.
yeah.
Get this. This totally surprised me. They told him that they don't accept anyone over 40 for MILF roles. I thought that was the stupidest thing I had ever heard of. It's stupid.
It it's stupid, but it's like pretty way. But that doesn't surprise me about mainstream companies
It doesn't.
because you still have mainstream companies that will not sure thick a woman. You have
True.
mainstream companies that will try to avoid a female that has a tattoo. And I'm like,
Right.
in 2025, y'all worried about tattoos.
I know.
You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying? No one will buy the porn if I have a female that has one tattoo on her ass.
You know, you, I mean, if a woman having a tattoo is that big of a deal, they make professional grade makeup that'll cover that shit right on up. I mean, really?
But see, but even with that, why even cover it up? Because see, my thing is this: the problem with mainstream has always been it's been a audience of one, meaning that the person that's running that or the director, it's
Hmm.
unfortunately once again based off if I would fuck her, not if she can make me money, not if that body type is hot and
Hmm.
it can make me money. No, I would fuck her.
I
So
mean,
because
it's
it's
a
the point
very
when
narrow definition of sexuality for a female, definitely.
yeah. So that's the reason why it's kind of like, yeah, I would like to see more females direct and produce because y'all not going to have that narrow thought process,
Right. That's true.
period.
That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Because I mean, because first she said over 40 is a bit. So you basically saying that if you're over 40, you're a gilf. That what y'all trying to say?
You know, if you're over 40, maybe you're a gilf. I don't know.
They just love putting age restrictions on shit.
That and labels on shit, and I'm like, I'm just a sassy southerner that enjoys my sex life, and that's it. That is it. you know uh so maybe one day there'll be a category on Pornhub where you can search sassy southerner. I don't know, but you
So,
know I
but,
just choose to live our lives by our definitions of what makes us happy, and the space that makes us comfortable to operate in. And for, for us, that's what's most important. But for some people, that's not fame or fortunes. May be
okay.
more important or just as important. And if you can make a relationship work and still have fame and fortune, then more power to you.
Yeah.
There's lots of very successful couples that are in this industry as well,
Mm.
and more power to them. But I would venture to say that that's a little bit fewer and far between.
Well, shoot. Well, I mean, don't get twisted. Well, power couple is in both of them is in it, but there's a lot of married people in the industry, and the
Right.
husband 9 times out of 10 is the backbone. He's behind the scenes doing all the shit that she don't feel like doing, like editing,
Let me tell you, I
social
could
media.
not I could not function without my husband. There is no possible way. There is no way. Um he he
He,
keep He keeps me going, and he keeps my toys charged for sure.
See, she might have to show off her toy collection when we bring her to the premium smoke room, people. Because you
I've
know
got
she's
some
coming
toys
back.
right here.
That's what I'm saying. We bringing it back to the premium smoke room, and this time we're gonna do a live for the smoke room, where
Okay.
if you're subscribed to the premium smoke room, people, you get to ask her questions, as well as I play a little bit of music. She might shake her ass a little bit. She feels like it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
I
talking
can
about
do
the
that.
place. I'm talking about the place where the conversation gets saucier, the tits come out, which she has pulled out before, and dildos might pop out, which will get her to show off some of hers. I'm talking about the Premium Smoke Room 4 Premium Podcast. Plus, like I just mentioned, live from the smoke room, the VIP smoke room. That's right, people. I'm gonna bring her there as well. As well as I even do the smoke room live on X. Now,
Oh,
maybe
nice.
one day we'll talk to her about doing that as well.
Okay.
So, and also, I got a Triple X store over there where you can see my work as I'm giving ladies the work, because big dicks growing the sticks. That's why they call me Big Country. And and who knows, I might come out of retirement, because not only the ladies been talking about it, they came on this show, but y'all fans been asking for it for some apparent reason. I'm like,
Hey, hey.
yeah, y'all want to see me stroke something for real?
And you
Y'all
know
ready to
what's
rebuild?
nice is that you can choose to come and go, retire, and come out of
Yeah.
retirement as you please,
Yeah, that's why I said, do we really retire? Oh my God. And plus, I got a member section over on Spotify. I got 2 wonderful podcasts over there for you to listen to. The first one being Had to Smoke on it, where I give my unapologetic, unpopular, and controversial opinions, commentary, and takes on a certain topic or two that I feel like talking about in that moment. As well as, this is for the fellas only, because the ladies always get their platforms. Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers, and we give you that real smoke from a male perspective about the porn industry. Plus, I got some other stuff over there for y'all to listen to. So this is what you need to do. Whether it is you want premium smoke, you had the smoke on, or you need that Savage Smoke. Either way, subscribe to the smoke, people. This is how I keep this thing going. We give you great content over there, and you get to see her episode from the Premium Smoke podcast, where she was showing off that amazing body of hers. And actually, can we get a preview? Can we see that the outfit? You ain't got to show no tits or nothing. Can we just see your
Okay.
outfit real quick?
Okay. I don't know
I
if
just
you
want to
can
see.
see
I just want to see, because
my whole
I just love
thing,
it.
but this is the bottom of it too, and it has like little matching thong and stuff. So.
Oh my God. I'm trying to say, so subscribe, because she might come out of that and sit that butt ass naked. You feel me? So you need to tell everybody where they can spend money on you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Tell everybody where they can find Miss Behavin,
Oh, you can
and spend
find
money on it.
Okay, you can find Miss Behavin on OnlyFans, MiniVids, Twitter, Instagram, um, clips, whatever. I have platforms links everywhere, and I have free sites, I have paid sites, and I just want you to come hang out with me.
Oh yes. And misbehave with her. So, smokers, what did you smoke over? What did you learn today on this wonderful show? I keep saying this. The porn business is timeless and it's ageless. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Especially now. When I came in the game, it was about the 18, 19-year-olds. Now, they want them married and they want them older. And if they're not older, they want them to look somewhat older. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
in this day and age, I know it makes women feel good, because society and social media try to make it seem like a woman over a certain age is dead. Life is over, because you can't have a baby and you don't have a husband and all of this. You know what I'm saying? But it's not over. Growing old is a beautiful thing. Like I said, some of you ladies get better looking with the age. Just stop playing. Some of you ladies in your 40s and your 50s is putting some of these 22-year-olds to shame.
Well, I got to tell you, All I know is that I'm a woman of a certain age and I'm having the time of my life. Happier, healthier, and in love more than I have ever been before. So I don't really give a shit what the rest of the world wants, to be quite honest.
No, see, y'all say they're cooked. No, motherfuckers, they cooking. Because the simple fact, though, you cannot sit here and tell somebody they're not in their prime because they're past what you consider the best time in life for them to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's about the heart and the mind and the soul. It's not about if I can have a baby, because if that's the case, then men are never out of their prime because, hey, I got uncles that had babies at 60. Stop playing.
I know. I know. That's a very good point, because men can get people pregnant, for a very, very long time and much longer than women can get pregnant themselves.
Yeah,
So
Al Pacino got one, it put one in the oven at what, 80? Robert De Niro got a new one. He's 80, so stop playing. You feel me? You're only as old as you feel, and you're only as old as you think.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Totally
You feel
agree.
me?
I
So,
totally agree.
and two, also, I always said this: a woman should not get in this business until she get to a certain age. And I know a lot of people consider that controversial, but there's a reason for it. Because you're mentally and emotionally able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you look at swinging, if you really want to be technical about the lifestyle, it's dominated by older couples, older
Yes, it
people.
is. Yes, it
You
is.
don't see too many youngins unless they're the girls and they're unicorns.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
And if you
And
do see really young couples, there's a good chance that you're going to see them fighting in public.
yeah, because when you get to a certain age, especially in your marriage and your relationship, there's a certain relationship maturity that happens,
Mm-hmm.
an
Yeah.
awakening. See, once again, you can't add something to the circle if the circle's not strong.
Right.
See, the
That's a good
problem
point.
is that because the lifestyle, swinging, BDSM, viral porn clips has become cool, that now people want to jump into things and they don't understand what they're jumping into.
Right. That's true. That's very true.
And if a marriage was already on the brink, all you're doing is just making the foundation crack even more
Yeah.
by adding more stress to the foundation.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
See, that's why I say a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy when I sit here and say monogamy is mental and emotional. It
Mm-hmm.
is not physical, because if you look through history, we always fucked other people, whether y'all want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
And that has been a part of it. The only reason why y'all think we're not supposed to, because of a certain book and certain religion that told y'all otherwise, that dominates our country. But at the end of the day, it's about not being sexually suppressed. It's about being sexually aware and sexually knowing. See, believe it or not, that's where it begins.
It is.
Because the orgasm is called La Petite Let Me On. Let Me On. I hope I said it right. It's called Little Death. Orgasm. You feel me?
It's
So
called
that
Little
means
what?
it's called Little Death.
Okay.
Or that's what they call orgasm. You know what I'm saying? William Shakespeare.
Okay.
And what he meant by that is when a woman reaches an orgasm, the heart stops. This, and third. It's a euphoria that is beyond this world. Now, if God made that, don't you think we're supposed to experience that?
Well, I I know that I do enjoy my orgasms, and I do enjoy the more I experience. So,
Yeah.
and I'm definitely, especially when we're at Secrets, I am a multi.
And see, it's not just the physical orgasm, the mental orgasm, because
It
I am
is.
free. I'm not worried about what people think. The people that are around me enjoying what I do and how I live.
Right. And you know what?
That, go ahead.
I feel safer. Like when we go to the club, like at Secrets and stuff, We feel, I, as a woman, especially, I feel safer when I know I'm surrounded by people with the same, for the most part, with the same beliefs as far as, you know,
Yeah.
sexual relationships as I have. I feel safer there. I guarantee you, if you know, there's no way I would feel as safe if I just went to a regular club. There's just no
Mm.
way. You hear about people getting roofied and groped and, you know, things like that.
And
It is
see,
so safe where we go.
too, that brought me to the last point where I like her. She just know how to segue my shit. Community. See,
Yes.
that's what y'all miss about this whole shit. When
Mm-hmm.
y'all sit here and want to be doms, y'all sit here and scream, y'all want to be swingers. It's the community aspect
Yes.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not alone, and to be around others that feel the same way as you.
Yes. You're
That you
not.
can be free and experience things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the sex. Not
It's
everything's about
not.
the sex.
It's
But
not.
social media, society, the YouTubers, the media, that's what they want to make it about because that's all they
Right.
see.
Right. And for us, it's about building relationships, and we have very, very close friends at Secrets and in the content world. And you know, we, for if they are true friends, we're not going to cross that line with them because the friendship's so much more valuable
Yeah.
than any you know, sex couldn't even compare, you know, when you have a close friendship.
Yeah.
So for us, it's about being surrounded by people that love you and support you. And we all may have different boundaries, may all have different rules, but in the end, we all love and support each other, and that's what's more important to us.
There you go. So that's why I hope y'all learn, people. Community. You know what I'm saying? Period. And last but not least, like I said, this game is timeless and ageless. And that's the beauty of this game. That even older dudes like myself can get in the game. You see what I'm saying? And still rock. So now, you know how we end these shows all the time, people. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Behavin, say goodbye to the smokers.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining tonight. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you again.
Yes, and don't go nowhere after the outro. We out.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No.
Yeah. Bullshit. You.
Don't do the crime.
Born rap star.
Can't do the time.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a point thing. Back on my rap shit, no cap shit. Can't take shit. Just trying to be hood, but not dead, you think. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. And I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke pants like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game, ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same, the only thing that changed, I got some gray in my mane. I'm still the champ, I'm still the shit. Y'all just the shit, not even worth a comment.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No. Don't do the
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Yeah.